In the quiet stillness of the night, a heavy, leaden anxiety can sometimes spread through the heart without warning. If you, or someone you love, were suddenly faced with an inescapable illness, it is only human to cry out, "Why me? Why is this happening?" As days of physical frailty stretch on, surrounded by the sterile, white walls of a hospital, we often find ourselves looking back at our past, unconsciously blaming ourselves for our current suffering. Perhaps you've heard heartless whispers suggesting that illness is a retribution for past deeds, or that a chronic condition is the result of heavy karma. These words do nothing but push those already in pain into a deeper, darker abyss. Today, I want to address that weight you are carrying, the helplessness of facing illness and the agonizing tendency to blame yourself. Let's look at these modern struggles through the compassionate lens of Buddhist wisdom. Buddhism is not a tool to judge you, rather, it is a path of refuge and insight, showing us how to reclaim peace of mind even amidst the storms of life. Let's explore how to accept the unavoidable reality of sickness and take a new, courageous step forward. Once, in a lush village in ancient India, lived a young man named Ajita. He was known as a diligent worker, a pillar for his family, and a man of integrity. However, one day, Ajita was struck down by a mysterious, debilitating illness. The body that had moved so reliably until yesterday suddenly refused to obey, replaced by searing pain and crushing fatigue. Despite every treatment, his condition did not improve. As he lay bedridden, a dark cloud began to shroud his spirit. Staring at the ceiling, he asked himself over and over, "Did I do something wrong? Did I hurt someone? Is this a punishment from the heavens?" Every time the village gossip reached his ears whispers that he must have committed some great sin in a past life. Ajita felt as if his very soul was being eroded. More than the physical pain, it was the despair of feeling like a cursed existence that tortured him. One day, a wise elder named Upananda, known for his deep equanimity, visited Ajita's home. Seeing the young man's gaunt face and hearing his agonizing question, "What great crime did I commit to deserve this?" the elder gently shook his head. He sat by the bedside, took Ajita's hand, and spoke softly. "Ajita, everything in this world is woven from a vast, complex web of countless causes and conditions. Sickness arises from many things: the turning of the seasons, a decline in physical strength, or even the environment. To reduce all of this to a narrow label, like your personal karma or retribution, is simply not the truth. The Buddha taught that while we may not be able to avoid the first arrow, we must not be hit by the second. The illness itself is the first arrow that can strike anyone. But by lamenting, blaming yourself, and falling into despair, you shoot a second arrow into your own heart. From that day on, a seed of change began to grow in Ajita. He reflected on the elder's words, re-examining the true nature of his suffering. He realized that while the physical pain was real, the interpretation that "I am bad" was an added layer of suffering he was inflicting on himself. He stopped hating his body and, for the first time, felt a sense of gratitude for the life that was still desperately trying to sustain him. He began to whisper, "I'm sorry," and "thank you," to his aching limbs and tired back. Remarkably, as his mind grew calm, the harshness vanished from his face. He began to look at those around him with kindness once more. Those who came to visit found themselves comforted by Ajita's presence, and the very atmosphere of the village seemed to soften, though his illness was not cured in the medical sense. An unshakable peace, brighter than the morning sun, took root in his heart. He learned the dignity of doing his best within the reality he was given. Why do we, living in the modern world, still chain ourselves to the idea of poetic justice or karmic retribution when we get sick? It's because we desperately crave a logical reason for uncontrollable realities. We delude ourselves into thinking that if we can just find the cause, this absurd suffering will become acceptable. But even with advanced modern medicine, the ultimate why of a rare disease often remains a mystery. Turning to concepts like bad karma in these moments isn't a source of salvation. It is a cruel whip used against the survivor. True Buddhist causality karma is not a tool for condemnation. It is a wisdom that helps us understand that our current situation is not the result of a single past mistake, but a phenomenon occurring within the infinite laws of the universe. This tendency to blame ourselves is also fueled by the harsh meritocracy of modern society. There is a cold, underlying narrative that health is the result of perfect self-management, and illness is a failure of responsibility. This perspective erodes the patient's spirit. However, the core Buddhist teaching of anicca impermanence reminds us that all things change, and our bodies are inherently subject to aging and sickness. Illness is not a penalty handed down to a specific individual. It is a part of the life process that every living being faces. Correctly understanding this truth is essential to pulling out the second arrow of self-loathing. When we stop defining illness as evil and see it simply as a phenomenon, we can redirect our energy from self-blame towards self-healing and compassion. So, how can we practically apply this Buddhist wisdom to our modern lives? First, I suggest practicing metta, or loving kindness meditation toward yourself. Close your eyes and speak to the parts of your body that are hurting, or to your trembling heart. May you be free from suffering. May you be at peace. Many people treat their bodies like traitors when they fall ill, but in reality, your body is working tirelessly every second to keep you alive. By offering gratitude to each cell, you create a mental environment that supports self-worth and resilience. Next, try to anchor yourself in the here and now. When we are ill, our minds are often hijacked by future anxieties or past regrets. Instead, focus your entire being on the small joys present in this moment. The blue of the sky outside the window, the aroma of a warm cup of tea, the tone of a loved one's voice. Neither the despair of the future nor the regrets of the past have a physical reality in this moment. By focusing on the simple fact that you are breathing and alive right now, The storm in your mind will gradually subside. This is the practice of mindfulness, the ancient art of observation that Buddhism has cherished for millennia. Finally, redefine your connection with others. It's easy to shut yourself off, feeling like a burden. But in Buddhism, we believe in interconnectedness, the idea that there is no hard line between self and other. Allowing others to help you is an act of giving. It provides them the opportunity to exercise their own compassion. The warmth of being supported can lead to a soul-deep connection that transcends the suffering of illness. Having the courage to admit your vulnerability and accept kindness will free you from the secondary sickness of loneliness. In closing, I want to emphasize one thing. No matter what your physical condition may be, your intrinsic value as a human being remains entirely untouched. Illness is a condition of your body, it is not the definition of your soul. Just as the lotus flower blooms pure and clean, even in the mud, your heart can remain serene and free even in the midst of suffering. Buddhist teachings don't offer a magic spell to prevent sickness, but they do offer the mental strength to live with a smile, unswallowed by despair. Karma is not a reason to regret the past. It is a compass for how to shape your mind from this moment forward. The very act of treating yourself with kindness today is the seed of a new, peaceful destiny. Please, stop blaming yourself and embrace who you are, right here and now. You are not alone. The wisdom of the Buddha, passed down through the ages, and the community of people listening to this today, are all by your side. I truly hope you find a moment of peace tonight. If this story resonated with you and provided some insights or learning, I'd be delighted if you could press the like button. Also, if you subscribe to the channel, I'll be able to continue sharing various life wisdom and lessons with you. Please share your experiences and thoughts in the comments section as well. Each person's experience becomes valuable learning for other viewers. Thank you so much for watching this video to the end today. I look forward to meeting you all again in the next video.